If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. From the moment your first customer is ready to pay, Shopify Checkout helps more of them finish their purchase. And when they come back, their details are already saved. One tap and they're done. It's my favorite thing about shopping with Shopify. When Shopify handles the setup and checkout, you have more time to focus on growing your business, and Shopify gives you the tools to do it. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business. So go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/DCR. That's shopify.com/DCR. Start your free trial at shopify.com/DCR. Crypto never sleeps, and now you can trade the biggest moves in crypto markets on Kalshi. From Bitcoin price milestones to Ethereum predictions and major crypto headlines, Kalshi lets you trade the probabilities in real time. For example, Bitcoin is currently trading at 9% to finish above 75,000 by the end of June, meaning a $100 trade pays out $1,111 if it happens. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code DCR to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 and up only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. It's 8 a.m. Eastern, July 23rd, and this is your daily crypto report. Bitcoin is down slightly at $65,526. Ethereum is down slightly at $1,925. BNB is up slightly at $569.
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
Well, the Verus-Ethereum Bridge was exploited for a second time in about 2 months, with an attacker draining roughly $7.5 million by abusing the same vulnerability class and import path used in the May breach. The attacker triggered unbacked payouts on Ethereum, stealing assets, including then converting them into nearly 4,000 ETH and depositing the proceeds into Tornado Cash. Blockade said the attack targeted the same bridge contract as the earlier incident, but was carried out by a different attacker using a new wallet. The previous exploit on May 18th drained roughly $11 million, though that attacker later returned 4,052 ETH after keeping a 25% white hat bounty. Well, South Korean financial giant Mirai Asset has completed its acquisition of crypto exchange Corbit, becoming its largest shareholder with a 92% stake after securing regulatory approval. Mirai Asset Consulting plans to spend another $5 million to raise its ownership to 97%, with the additional deal expected to close Friday. Corbit said its operating company, customer deposits, and handling of personal data will remain unchanged. South Korea's Fair Trade Commission described the transaction as the country's first acquisition of a crypto exchange by an affiliate of a traditional financial group, while Mirai Asset said the deal is intended to create future growth through digital assets. Corbit is South Korea's fourth largest crypto exchange by volume. Well, BitMEX will permanently close on September 23rd, 2026, ending an 11-year run for the exchange that helped popularize crypto perpetual swaps and 100x leverage. The company stopped accepting new registrations immediately after its owner, HDR Global Trading, decided to shut the platform following a strategic review and an unsuccessful sale process that began in February 2025. From August 26th, users will be blocked from opening new positions and limited to reduce-only trading, with any remaining positions force closed before or at shutdown. Withdrawals and account access will remain available afterward, but verified users who leave funds on the platform will be charged monthly fees equivalent to the greater of $50 or 1% annually. Well, the SEC has settled Coinbase's lawsuit over Freedom of Information Act requests related to the agency's crypto policies during former chair Gary Gensler's tenure. Under the agreement, the SEC will pay Coinbase consultant History Associates $150,000 in legal fees, release two previously withheld documents, and review its record-keeping and preservation of text messages. Coinbase sued the SEC and FDIC in 2024, accusing both regulators of withholding records and working behind the scenes to restrict crypto companies' access to banking services. The SEC requests focused on the agency's treatment of Ether and other investigations, while the FDIC case involved pause letters sent to banks between March 2022 and May 2023 asking them to limit crypto-related activity. That case was settled in February. Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal said the settlements should improve agency transparency and records retention practices while making future regulatory overreach more difficult. Well, the Smarter Web company sold 177 Bitcoin to repay an $11 million convertible instrument from Tobam about 2 weeks early. The August 2025 deal required at least 98% of the proceeds to be invested in Bitcoin, and because the company deployed all of it, it had to repay the full amount acquired. CEO Andrew Webley said fiat and Bitcoin-denominated convertibles are no longer the right funding option for the company, which began its Bitcoin treasury strategy in April 2025 and has spent roughly $311 million building its holdings. And finally, Arbitrum-based protocol AFX Trade was exploited for roughly $24 million in USDC through a bridge operated by AFX, not Arbitrum's native bridge. The attacker moved the stolen funds from Arbitrum to Ethereum and swapped them for 12,467 ETH, worth about $24 million. AFX suspended bridge operations and said its trading infrastructure, mainnet, and the broader Arbitrum network were unaffected, while off-chain labs and blockchain security firms investigate. AFX has offered the attacker a white hat settlement, allowing them to keep 30% of the funds if they return the remaining 70% within a limited period. That's all for us today. Visit us at dailycryptoreport.io and listen to us everywhere else you podcast under Daily Crypto Report.
There are a bunch of ways to prevent crime that no one is talking about, like how wind direction can make your community more violent or peaceful, and how GLP-1 meds could reduce felonies. This is Fighting Crime, where we ask the big questions. What if we've been having the wrong conversations about crime?
Two policies, ban the box and clean slate, don't seem to be helping, even though they sounded like they should or they would.
I'm your host, Christina Quinn. I'm going across the country from prisons to universities, police chiefs to inmates, to look at the evidence and question everything we think we know about how to make America safer.
Economists think a lot about how people respond to incentives. If we want to reduce crime and change behavior, we need to increase the costs or reduce the benefit.
Join us as we figure out new ways to fight crime and be prepared to think differently. Fighting Crime. Listen or watch on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.
Lee C. Camp here. If you've been enjoying this show, I think you might enjoy my podcast, No Small Endeavor, produced by Great Feeling Studios and PRX. No Small Endeavor explores what it means to live a good life. We sit down with courageous, impassioned people like actor Martin Sheen or civil rights hero James Lawson to ask what it means to live a life worth living. Follow No Small Endeavor wherever you get your podcasts. Living a good life is no small endeavor, and we would love to help.